So previously we had opened up some fantastic mini bots and some not so fantastic ones, but how about something just a little bit smaller now? Hello, hello, welcome back to Outside the Box, everybody. Great to have you here. Let's get cracking. Open up a few more packages here from our never-ending big box of Big Bad Toy Store. God, I kind of want to hold off on what I mentioned will be the smaller bots for last, because I think it might be the best thing. I'm really having a hard time picking between these two because they're both remolds. One is like a pre-disappointment. Let's save that one for another time. How about this guy right here? I'll just take it out right now. We've got some little dudes here. So here's kind of an old package. Transformers Legacy Evolution. Does anybody remember that? Man, what a blast from the past this is. And just compared to what we have now, such a busy box, such a colorful box. Not bad. You know, I didn't hate them having the plasticless windows. That was fine. But I think what I ended up hating the most is just having a box that wasn't exactly uniform on all sides. It had like this slant angle. And so when I was stacking them up and trying to save my boxes at a certain point, it just kind of got unwieldy. It was because of these that I decided to just kind of get rid of all my boxes, which was the right choice. It was the right choice. Did these go on sale? These must have gone on sale. I think Big Bad had these like on a clearance or something. This is Legacy Evolution, Autobot Devcon, famously from the Developers Conference. And it's a remold of, it's Scourge, right? I think it's Scourge. So this looks like it was a heavy retooling of either Cyclonus or Scourge, but it looks like this came from Blur, apparently. Check out the nice artwork here, man. We don't get artwork like that anymore. Beautiful headshot here on the side, more of a full body here on the bottom. And of course on the back, some renders, both bot and vehicle mode. Oh shit, we have some Evo Fusion here. Nice, hell yeah. Looks like the red thrusters that he has on the back combined onto the weapon for not a half bad looking fusion cannon. Okay. Did he do that in the cartoon? I know he appeared like once, I think in one episode. Man, Evo Fusion, huh? That was a thing. Oh, there we go. Some nice colors on this guy. Gotta origami the backpack through the cardboard here. Okay. And the weapon and the thrusters. I don't know if they remolded the entire thing. All right, I gotta look up 86 Blur real quick. I'm seeing some similarities now. No, that's different. Son of a gun. So from what I can see initially, the one part that carried over from Studio Series 86 Blur are the thighs. Those are the exact same. Now, I thought it might have been the crotch plate as well. It has a little bit of the elongated look that Studio Series 86 Blur has, but it's actually different. Studio Series 86 Blur's is a bit longer, and I even thought even the lower legs might have carried over, but no, those are different as well. So this guy is a super heavy retooling. This is essentially a new figure. I'll be curious to see how the transformation works. But that in and of itself is pretty impressive. Like, it almost begs a question, like, what kind of a budget did they have where it allowed for such a heavy retooling, but then not for an entirely new mold? I'm guessing even when it's a heavy retooling such as this, you're still saving something on the budget by not starting fresh? I don't know. And for a figure that, I mean, I'm not too familiar with Devcon. I know he's got a fan base, but he's not somebody that you see often. And they put the work into this guy, just by what I'm seeing right now. Yeah. Color me impressed. Not a lot of paint going on, mostly the sky blue plastic for this character. And of course, the aforementioned thighs with the gray plastic. We do have a little bit of red plastic for the feet, but man, what gets painted over the blue here, that painted red is super freaking glossy. That looks gorgeous. Oh, that really pops. Also, what helps is the roundness of the shape of the plastic. Really helps the light to just really bounce off of that. Man, that is awesome right there. And it's curious, it's so bright too. We get some other reds, mostly just little highlights here in the chest and on the abdomen, but it's a little bit washed out. They just painted the red right over the blue plastic, but here I'm guessing they did the same thing, but something must have been different. Like they put like, I don't know, 3 or 4 coats or something. It works down there, it really works. Oh, that's awesome. Even that Autobot emblem sitting right here in the chest, a little bit dark because it's sitting over the blue. Some other nice paintwork The silver there on the abdomen. Some are here on the bicep upper arm section too. Again, the roundness helps to give it that shine too. Wow, look at that. Fun stuff, fun stuff. It's almost a little bit hard to tell if the eyes are painted. It doesn't look like it was gonna have light piping to begin with, but the shade of blue, because it's a little bit darker than the blue plastic surrounding it, it looks a little unpainted, but I think it is. It just lacks a little bit of shine, but nice silver for the face there, nice silver for this top section here on top. Good stuff there. And of course, I do just love all of the detailing that we get throughout the figure here, the panel lines, the recessed sections, the parts sticking out. It's freaking awesome. It's not heavy like it was with the Siege characters, but it is definitely getting the job done. That is awesome. Awesome stuff. He does have a bit of a backpack. It's not super offensive, but it doesn't flow with the rest of the character. I guess what kind of helps is how behind the lower legs, they have a bit of bulk to them. Other parts for the vehicle mode as well. So because of that, it seems like it's not sticking out so far back. If the lower legs were just like normally sized, like if I'm cutting it off here with my fingers, it would look that much worse. But he has sufficient heels that wouldn't be a problem for him standing up whatsoever. Yeah, this guy looks freaking fantastic. Wow, I would not have imagined this was a retooling of Blur. I really wouldn't have. Kind of similar colors. He's got a thing on his head, like a lot of the animated movie Transformers did. So he's reminiscent of that era, but just so much different. Also, look at this. Underneath the forearms there, a bright blue, I guess they're gonna be maybe like tail fins for the vehicle mode. Such an awesome little flourish there. It sucks that it's kind of hidden in bot mode. I'm guessing he probably didn't have that in the G1 model. You know, if it was something like this for bot mode, I don't think I would have been mad at that. I don't think I would have been mad. Sadly, no wrist rotation, so you can't really fix it. Plus, it just kind of messes up the elbow joint in its orientation as well, though. And of course, we do have here the weapons. This main blaster that he comes included with isn't half bad at all. Just the tiniest bit of hollowness here in the front barrel. But other than that, that's really it. A little bit more here in the bottom, but at least it's in a location where it's going to be less visible, so that's not too bad. And that could easily be fixed as well. Most importantly, we have these side peg holes, and that allow us to Evo Fusion some kind of an extra triple blaster thingamabob. This dude right here, and you know, the colors pop on this guy. Oddly enough, the thrusters are molded in a blue plastic, so they're painted with the same glossy red, which I think is better. It gives us a better look overall, as opposed to if it was just molded in red plastic. If it was in red plastic, we can definitely see the difference here with the red plastic feet. Definitely not as glossy, not glossy at all, compared to the awesome paint that we get there on top. So count our blessings, that's actually a positive. But unfortunately, it does have some holiness. Gappiness here on the sides does affect the look no matter what angle you look at it. So that would be something that we would definitely fix as well. And you just kind of plug it on. Fits on there nice and easy. And you could do that. It's a good look. It's not bad at all. I do like how the thrusters just add a bit more red to the overall look of the character too. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Again, I don't know if he did that at all in the cartoon. I'm gonna wager to assume that he probably did not. But then it begs the question, would the thrusters fit somewhere else in bot mode if you didn't want that look? And looks like they do. They sit behind the legs, so let's try that out. Yeah, there's peg holes right here on the back of the legs. Do they face down? They face down. Ah, there is a specific orientation though. You see how the peg hole comes down, but it's to the side of the thruster. So now I'm wondering, did I peg them incorrectly on the weapon? No, I didn't. I did it. But it's gonna be a specific leg that they're gonna peg onto, and that gives us that look. And you know what? That's not bad at all. Probably gives us a bit more stability too. Unfortunately, the gappiness is gonna be showing up towards the front a little bit. But really here from like this front side angle, you kind of don't really see them at all. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, this guy is like extra stable now. And then he can just hold his weapon like a normal bot. Excellent stuff there. Very cool. I guess because of that gimmick, big if, I was ever to do a repaint myself, I don't know if I would then go ahead and fill in the peg holes. Maybe I would leave one. I know I wouldn't need both of them. And then there's also an extra peg hole here on the shoulder. If that's not used for transformation, I might just fill that in myself as well, just to give us a more cleaner, filled out look. He does have, I'm assuming it's gonna be the same thigh gappiness that we have with Studio Series 86 Blur. That would probably get filled in. I'm sure there's probably some filler kits for Blur that would fit on this guy. Thankfully though, the arms are just fantastic. Just one continuous piece, maybe a little bit of, that's not really a gap though, that's just where the mushroom peg pegs in, right inside of here. There is some small gappage here on top of that. So that would be something that I would want to fill in, yeah. So not perfect, but pretty damn good. Pretty damn good actually. All right, I'm very curious to check out the vehicle mode for this guy. Let's see what we've got. I'm sorry, is that it? Is that all we're doing? Huh, yeah, I guess that's it, huh? Huh, okay. Interesting. The transformation was fine. No issues whatsoever. There were some parts that were very reminiscent of Blur. They felt very similar. This doesn't really look like much though. Like, those arms are not really incorporated very well at all into the transformation. I mean, they do transform. One thing that they do beautifully is that the fists fold in and they reveal these awesome thrusters on the ends there. So that's awesome, but then they don't really like, they just kind of like tab into the sides. That's not really nothing. The legs, you know, properly fold in. We have the feet here in the bottom, all the Studio Series 86 Blur, where I guess it kind of creates like the same kind of a hover kind of a look. Even in this vehicle mode, the wings that we had underneath the forearms, you don't really see them from the top. They're still kind of hidden. That's unfortunate. And now the thrusters are doing a lot to give us color here in vehicle mode, because a lot of the red that we saw in bot mode is now in the bottom here. So thank God for them. And it does incorporate the weapon here underneath the nose, I guess quite well. You got like a double blaster kind of a thing there. But now this vehicle mode is kind of lackluster. It's not really doing much. 86 Blurs was fantastic. We got an awesome futuristic super fast vehicle out of it that jumped right out of the movie. I don't even know if this guy ever transformed in the cartoon. I'm not really impressed by this really at all. It is weird though how we don't get like the any kind of a quasi cockpit kind of a section, even though there's no humans in Cybertron. Nobody would be like driving them, but they have, a lot of them have what would look like a cockpit windshield kind of an area. This guy doesn't have that, which I think is fine. There's this, which is another thing. This little piece, that's what was on his actual abdomen in bot mode, if you can imagine that. I thought that this piece would cover that, like this was supposed to be the same part as this, but then for vehicle mode. But you can kind of see them both now, and I guess it's fine. I don't know. Yeah, this isn't really much. It's not bad, but it's not good. It's not good. You know what? It's a little bad. It's a little bit bad. Yeah, everything that's like in the center section of the vehicle mode, perfectly fine. Just having the robot arms slap on the sides, it kind of ruins the look of the vehicle for me. It's unfortunate. I'm guessing this character didn't sell a whole lot, right? Which is the reason why Big Bad Toy Store had him on clearance. Enough of a sale for me to pick it up. Am I gonna keep this guy? I don't know. Maybe I'll save the box for now though. Okay, let me get this back into bot mode here real quick. Put you right here. Okay, now, this is what I've really been excited about. Here we have, from Extreme Warfare, Slaughter and Brutality, which are obviously two cassette dudes from Soundwave, which says here on this sticker that Big Bad adds, DW Brutality and DW Slaughter. Is that supposed to be from Dreamwave? Dreamwave Designs? I'm not sure, but they look fine. Oh, we have another little company here in the bottom. Dr. Wu, the Happy Autobot, good stuff. And so these are supposed to be updated renditions of Slugfest and Overkill. Two cassettes that I kind of doubt Hasbro will probably be doing anytime soon, which is a big reason why I decided to pick this up. The price wasn't crazy. I don't remember what it was. Not enough to stop me. Yeah, these dudes are tiny. Oh, we got some nice little cards here. Quality's not terrible. Look at that. Just like you would get with the Masterpiece figures. And some power ratings here on the back. Looks like they're in there. Oh, these are actual photos. Yeah, they don't look like renders. These are photos of the figures themselves. That's nice. I like it. This, I imagine, is the instruction in a plastic sleeve. Fancy. Just one mid-sized poster here. 8 steps for the Stegosaurus, 14 for the T-Rex. And I like how they do specify when you're finished with the instructions. Good stuff. That way you don't accidentally keep going. Let's take a look at the Stego first, shall we? You know, I don't think I ever had the G1 versions of these dudes, but I've seen plenty of photos. The transformations obviously weren't all that in depth. Very clever, and looks like this new rendition does an awesome job of just keeping the shape of the cassette. It looks like it's a very similar transformation. We have the head, we have the tail folding out. Do we even need to look at the instructions? I probably should. Wait, this tells you how to get into cassette mode from the Stegosaurus. So we just got to work backwards, I guess. Is that how they were going to be packaged at first? All right, let's do this live here. Got the tail with the little spiky bits. Got the head, perfect. Oh my God, let me just show you real quick. Look at that articulation. Hasbro would never, they would never, I mean, they wouldn't put the budget into it. Huh, okay. Looks like there are these side panels that fold up to then help us expose the legs, which they fold out. They fold out. Oh my Lord. Right there. And right there. And then you can fold back down these sections, cover up the sides. And it looks like they are on little ball joints. They're on little ball joints. So then you can properly orient the legs to the sides. This is awesome because it adds some side thickness to the character. That's good. Clever, very clever. And then I guess we just push up the spikes. Oh, that's gonna be tricky, isn't it? Can we push it up from the inside maybe? I see, it's one piece, the front and back spikes. It's hard to push them up in unison though. Man, that's really all it says, huh? Okay, all right. I am working them up little by little. Okay, got it. I don't think the G1 version had this mechanic. I think they were just kind of exposed as soon as you folded out the head and the tail. And so I'm glad this has this. They're not very large like they would be on a Stegosaurus, but it's totally fine. And then you don't get any other spikes here in the front or towards the back because that's where the joints are. So you wouldn't really have room to put them there. Just here on top, that's totally fine. Tricky to get out though, tricky to get out. Yeah, that is not bad at all. I'm just really impressed by two things. I mean, this thing looks awesome. I like the detailing that's on it, all the detailing that went into it. It looks awesome. Just giving it the rotation, articulation for the head is fantastic. And then the legs sticking out of the body is great. I love that. I love that. They do get their add-ons here. And so this is the weapon for the Stego. He's got two little flat pegs here in the back. That's gonna fit into the little slots where we raised the spikes. Yeah, fits in there perfectly. And this I'm pretty sure the G1 version had. A lot of the cassettes, pretty much all of them had the chrome plated weapons and extra add-ons. Give them that extra bit of mass as well. And here it's no different. Now it's ready for battle. Now it's a war Stegosaurus. That's great. That's fantastic. I like that. I like that a lot. Does he stand up okay? Of course he does. Of course he does. Oh, that's good, man. That's good. I don't have any of my existing cassettes here at the moment. I don't have the new Soundwave. As of this recording, he might be in a box in front of me, but we're not there yet. But I'm guessing these are the same size as the existing mainline cassettes. I'm guessing he'll fit perfectly fine in 86 Soundwave, I'm hoping. We'll definitely find out once I open him up. But let's crack open this guy. Now, one thing I didn't really notice, the Stegosaurus did have some details that are specific to like a cassette, like this section here in the bottom, and it did have like the cassette holes kind of like molded in there a little bit. It looks like the T-Rex though doesn't have any of that. It's just still a shape of a cassette, but nothing on here. Looks like it's designed to look like a cassette. And then on the back, looks like just pieces that are gonna fold onto each other. And that's perfectly fine. Looks like on that new Ravage that comes with 86 Soundwave, looks even less like a cassette, like it looks very gappy. It's not even like a complete kind of a shape. I'm okay with that. I'm okay if they don't look much like cassettes. I think I'm more worried about their actual beast modes. That's I think what I care about the most. And for this guy's the same thing. It's got the general shape of a cassette. If it fits in Soundwave's chest, I think I'm okay with it. I'm all right, not too bad. So this guy, I definitely need to look at the instructions. It's gonna be a bit more of a complex transformation. And again, it's gonna be backwards. We're going from cassette to the T-Rex mode. And I already don't know what's going on here. Okay. Oh my God. No way, dude. No way. What? Okay, I need to show you guys what I'm doing here. Shit, how do you separate this now? Oh my God. Yeah, this has to be hella different from the original G1 version. So we have these two top corner bits that are gonna spread out and become the tail. Bring out one right on top here. Grab the other one. That's the tail, and what's amazing is that it has articulation, dude. Freak! That is freaking awesome. Already impressed. Also, it has some rotation to it as well. I'm not gonna rotate it fully because then I'm gonna forget what orientation it's supposed to be in. Also, looking at it from the side, it's got a bit of a curvature to it too. Yeah, impressive. Okay, so now it looks like the tan, the light gray parts, we're gonna fold them separate from the other colored sections. If I can show you all on camera again, and I haven't done this. Maybe I should just worry about doing it myself first. Oh no, I'm sorry. It is the entire thing. Yeah, it's the entire thing together. All of this is gonna fold onto itself. Just like that. Already we can see the shape that we are creating. Okay, looks like we're gonna fold out the head. Oh, that feels very delicate though. This hinge right here feels quite a bit loose. Look at that. Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay, can he look down? Yes, you better believe he can look down. Boom, proper T-Rex. God damn, boy. And I'm guessing at this point we just unfurl the legs and his little baby claw arms. I think we can figure it out. Oh, that tail is gonna get rotated though, because look at this, it's kind of pointing in the wrong direction. So we're gonna do a little bit of that. The instructions didn't say that, but that's gotta be how it goes. And it looks like the base of the hind legs are on ball joints, which is great. So many articulation points. Well, you have articulation at the base, that's a ball joint, and then these two, the knee and then the heel on top of that. And then it looks like for the arms, yep, once again, ball joints there at the shoulder, and then one for the elbow. Nothing for the wrist though, which is perfectly fine. That's like a really, really tiny section right there. So I'm okay with that. Oh my God, he stands beautifully too. Check that out. This is great. And he's got his weapons. I don't know, I don't know if there's a proper orientation. Looks like they look the same on each side. So that's the look of the weapon right there. And it just has one peg here on the back, which is gonna go, conveniently enough, on this peg right there on the side. And again, they both look the same, so it doesn't matter which side they go on. That looks so damn good. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh, perfection. This guy will just rip apart Grimlock. I know it. I know it. Oh, that's awesome. And then these two together for your viewing pleasure. They look perfect together. They look perfect together. Were there other Decepticon dinosaur cassettes? I don't even remember. I know there's one called Squawkbox, or is that the name of the combined form? There was one that was like that was a gorilla and that was a hawk, and they combined to have like a mid-sized little robot dude. That one actually I did own back in the day. I loved it, loved it. I think there are some third-party offerings of that, but the one that I saw before just looked so different. So different from G1. It was like a reinvention of what it would look like. Decided to kind of skip out on that one. If somebody would make some that were a little bit more true, kind of like these guys here, I would pick it up in a flash. Again, would Hasbro ever make these? Maybe someday, maybe. One thing I can tell you for sure though, they would never put as much articulation into this character as this company did on this figure. Having the tail split apart, still giving it articulation, all of the articulation points on the legs, the arms, the head, the mouth, we wouldn't get that. We wouldn't get that. I think we got I still don't own him. I think we got a fairly decent looking new Ravage, but the hinges on the neck really get in the way of the look of the character. I wish a third party, maybe I'm leaning more towards third parties for cassettes, I don't know. I kind of wish somebody would make one that has more budget into it, a little bit more detailing, just to give us a better representation of Ravage. The Masterpiece one is still the top one at this point, but obviously the budgeting on that one, totally different, right? Anywho, these guys are great. They're not overly complicated whatsoever. I love them. I really do love them. I don't know if they're still available, but if you have any interest in them and you have the opportunity to grab them, I recommend them. I really do. Oh, good stuff. I'll put them right next to Devcon here. Hell yeah, I'm glad we're finishing things off on a high note. Not every figure can be great, right? But I think that's part of the excitement of opening up a brand new package, a brand new robot, getting to experience it for the first time, and hopefully liking it. And I hope you had a good time watching, as much as I had a great time unboxing these little dudes, and even Devcon. Devcon's not bad. As always, you can catch up with me on all the social medias links. We have them down below. And if you'd like to support the channel, you've already done so just by watching. But you can also like, subscribe, leave a nice comment. You can also support by becoming a channel member and using some fantastic emotes here. And of course, head over to the merch store for some fantastic stuff. Grab yourself a t-shirt. If you really like to support, of course, we have patreon.com/hobbies with Jose, and take a look at the tiers available to you. I do have plenty of behind the scenes photos and videos of my latest unboxings and latest customs. You could even let me know what to work on next if you so choose. And lastly, you can catch me live over on Twitch, where I'm playing the latest classic RPG and non-RPG games for retro achievements. But if you can't, I upload the VODs to my second YouTube channel, RetroQuest VOD. But until the next one, don't forget to keep on customizing and have fun doing it. I'll see you soon, folks. Take care.